Hi, Leo. Welcome to your June quick general reading. Okay, so I'm just going to move some cards to the side to give space, and I'm going to pull your cards. And if you want to fast forward through this part, feel free to do so. Sometimes I talk during it, sometimes I don't. Up to you. Okay, Leo, Leo, Leo. Leo, Leo. Leo, Leo. Leo energy, please, Spirit. Thank you. Is that what I want? I'm just going to keep shuffling. Thank you. Create space. Create space. For Leo. Leo, Leo. Create space. Thank you. And color. Ooh. These two I can actually put like that. Create space and color. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Let Your Light Shine. Oh, okay. Leo, Leo, Leo. Honestly, it feels like you're tapping into that Leo energy. So when there's, how do I explain this really fast? Astrologically, we have the month that we were born in. I was born in January. I'm a Capricorn, but that doesn't mean that all of me is a Capricorn. We have a birth chart, and my Capricorn is my sun sign. The sun sign is what lasts for that month every year. So I was born in Capricorn season, but my moon, my Mercury, my Venus, my Mars, etc., they can all be different signs, and all of it makes up you. And it's the birth chart is fairly intricate. So it's like your own unique mix of energies. And it feels like for Leo, with your own unique mix of energies, it's like you're getting back into it. You're getting back into that Leo-esque energy. This is cricket on my table. I don't know how to fix it on here. There. That's what that feels like. So let's see what else comes out. I just seen the word playfulness. And activity. Okay, what is going on for Leo for June? Heart realm. Wow. Trusting heart. Okay. keep it. For Leo, thank you, pleasure, creation, interesting, realization. A lot of the same cards keep coming out. It's interesting. I feel like there's one more. It's interesting when I look at the pleasure card, I want to be like, pleasure. Like, it just feels so like luxurious. Plaisir. Thank you. Discernment. Interesting, interesting. And bottom of the deck, resistance. And let your light shine, and resistance. I feel like these have a play. I'm going to leave them flipped over, but to the side. Because I do feel like that energy is there. Okay, from my Leo. I feel like it's really a month of learning, like the trust. It's interesting. All the rest of the cards came out really easily, but that one was hard to come out, and I had to intuitively pick it out of the deck. And even when I put it down, I felt like it's the right card, but it had some resistance to it. So it's interesting that the resistance is at the back of that deck, and then the let your light shine, and then trust. And it feels like trust is the name of the game for the month of June, maybe even a little bit longer, but it's almost like it's what you're learning, to trust yourself, to create the space to be open to trusting yourself. To co-create what it is that you are wanting. It feels like the trust is very much so the very strong energy in this reading. Okay, can I get some tarot cards for this, please? Can I get some for the trusting heart clarifier? I keep on wanting to say build it. Build it. Building that trust. Three of Feathers and King of Acorns. And Love and Ten of Feathers. Okay. There's definitely a story here. And it's a hard one. Building I'm just getting the full feel of it. And then I go. Okay, so I'm feeling root chakra with this. And I'm feeling throat chakra. You might be coming out of a really difficult situation. This could be a relationship, it could be a partnership, it could be a job, it could be a friendship, family situation. But it feels like with the Three of Feathers, that's the Three of Swords, and that's a card of grief and heartache and loss and heaviness and depression. And it's got heavier energy, but it feels like it feels like that is what's being released, or what it is that you're working on releasing, and learning to either trust somebody else again or learning to trust yourself, which honestly both of them coincide along each other. If you don't trust yourself, it's hard to trust somebody else. It's hard to discern if you can take them at, what they are presenting towards you, if what you're presenting towards yourself you're not trusting. When we learn to trust ourselves, it is a relationship that you build with yourself. It's not always fast. It can be relatively slow. Some big situations or hurtful situations can absolutely catapult it and make it happen a little bit deeper, a little bit faster, a little bit more, a little bit bigger kind of thing. And it feels kind of like that's what happened. Something happened. It really shook. It shook you. And now it's like building the trust. Honestly, this could be in a relationship that you are currently in, but I'm getting a lot of single energy. So this could be for singles. It feels like creating the space for yourself and learning to create your world in a way that makes you feel really, really good about it. And then when somebody comes towards you, or an opportunity comes towards you, or a situation happens, you understand how great your world is, how much you have to offer, how happy you are in your own world, and you'll be able to discern who you really want to let in, who deserves to come in, who earns their way in, and not just freely giving it kind of thing. With the King of Acorns, which is the King of Wands, I do feel a little bit of ego energy right there. I don't feel like that ego energy is something that, it's not something to be shameful of. It's something to look at and see why it's there, because we have the Ten of Feathers right here, and we have the Ten of Feathers right here. I'm getting ahead of myself. And that talks about a really difficult, hard situation that came to a close. This could have been betrayal. It could have been hurtful, backstabbing, just a really bad situation. And that cycle is coming to a close, or it has come to a close. But it was one that caused you a lot of sadness. I feel like this is something that happened over the duration of a good amount of time. So it's not something that you went in 1 week and by the end of week 2, it's something that happened and boom, 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 boom. Although it could, but I'm not getting that energy. I'm getting, it was something that was longer. And it's almost like creating the space to see how you are co-creating with others, and coming to a realization of maybe a bubble that you created to keep yourself safe. and had a hard time getting out of it. And it feels like either that really put you in survival mode and really put you in an ego mode, for self-protection as you were healing and letting go and releasing, because this was really heavy and really hurtful. It feels like you trusted somebody and eventually it was like they betrayed that trust, or it wasn't warranted for them to have that trust. I don't know how to explain that, because I'm getting different scenarios. I'm getting like a marriage, like being married and seeing that you didn't really have the space to be free and have fun and to grow, and they could have really rocked your trust and they could have hurt you, and it could have ended in a hurtful situation. And with another one, it's like somebody who is single and learning to rebuild the world in a really beautiful way, and learning to release this hurtful past situation. And then the other one that I'm getting is like a healing of deep depression and anxieties, and learning to grow and be your creative self and find pleasure, and finding situations that are equal give and take for you, that you're not just filling other people's cups, but they're also filling yours. And there's love there, genuine love, and coming to a close of a painful situation. So it's different situations that I'm picking up with this, but the biggest one is creating the space to kind of get back to the inner child aspect of yourself, where you can find pleasure in life and grow and see how, maybe even see how that wasn't there before, and the choices that were made to prevent that, and trying something different and using more discernment as you move forward. It feels like that trusting energy is what you are building the most for the month of June. I'm seeing the number 3, so maybe it's going to be for the next 3 months. Building that trust. This could be trust in your decisions with others, or trusting yourself. Creating a situation where you can be you. If you can hear that bag, it's my cat. He found a bag and he must lay on it. It's adorable. Moving on. But yeah, it's like I see somebody who was kind of like in a shell, and now they're opening up, and the world is so bright and colorful and fun, and it's like exploring and finding what makes you come alive. What makes you come alive? Okay. Also, at the end of this, I have the 9 of Crystals, which is the 9 of Pentacles, which is that single energy that I was picking up on. It's like an independent energy of growing your own foundation, growing your foundation so strong, creating your foundation so strong so that whatever you grow on it will bloom. And doing it yourself. Doing it yourself can be with the support of others, can be, in co-creation with others. It could be in co-creation with spirit. It can be in a job form, a relationship form, however you want it. But it feels more like building that independent aspect of yourself and growing the things that make you come alive and make you feel happy. And it's also interesting to me, I'm pretty sure every single reading has had some kind of transformation come through in the readings. Can I get a clarifier for realization, please? That was a lot. Okay, we have the Six of Crystals, the Seven of Crystals, and the Awakening. Okay, it feels like, where am I going to put that? Okay. I'm just going to show you because that's going to be out of the picture. Okay, Six of Crystals, which is the Six of Pentacles, and that talks about equal give and take energy. It almost feels like you're learning how to take the energy of others and trust it a little bit more because you're building trust within yourself. This heavier situation that you went through was what kind of rocked that trust. But it's like you're wanting to build it again. You're wanting to let people in. You're wanting to let more happiness and joy and pleasure, like the real kind, where it makes you feel lit up. It makes your soul feel happy. It makes you feel peaceful and in harmony with yourself. And it's like learning that when somebody gives to you and you can feel that they have good intentions, you can trust that you can give back and just watch that play out kind of thing. But it's learning that discernment that not everybody who wants to give you the energy or give you an experience or get to know you or anything is worth you reciprocating. It's that discernment that's coming in as well. But it feels like somebody who's very independent, who has gone through a lot, who is learning to trust, learning to blow up their life in the best way possible with love and light and happiness and joy, and finding ways to bring more of that into their life and learning to trust the people that they know that they can. Because no matter what they do, you building that solid foundation of trust within yourself, they can go, they can stay, they can do whatever they want. It doesn't matter. You can trust their intentions in that moment. You can have that experience. They can show you, a different flavor of themselves, and you could choose to walk away. You're learning to build that trust within yourself so that you could trust others. The Seven of Crystals is the Seven of Pentacles. And with that one, I'm getting that trust. I'm getting like it's been harder for you to trust than most people. It's interesting. It's like the eye on this little critter. It's like they're peering at you and like that discerning energy, like, who are you? What are you bringing over here? What is your story? What are you going to do? Part of me wants to be like, how are you going to hurt me? What's your thing? What kind of pain are you going to bring into my life? And it feels like you're growing out of that, to be honest. Because it's to be on guard like that all the time. is exhausting, and it's very lonely. It's very, very lonely. It can make you feel so alone and so detached from the people around you. It's very lonely, but if you build that trust within yourself and somebody comes towards you with good intentions and you can feel it, you know it's safe to trust them. But if they come around you and you feel that feeling of, who are you? I don't feel so good with you. You can use your discernment. You can baby step it, or you could just not go there at all. Because we got the awakening card, and that's the judgment card. It feels like you are learning that there's ways that worked for you in the past, but they don't work for you anymore because you're done with certain cycles of pain and heartache and depression and just sadness and hurt. Hurt is a big one. Hurt. And it's like you're moving forward. You're moving out of this cocoon and you're moving into a different direction. You're allowing some of that heavy energy to dissipate and fall away from you and experiencing new things. And the more you do that, the more you create the space for these aspects of you that is really fun. We have color here. I literally see somebody coloring, like doing art, just doing art, painting, coloring, sketching, drawing, whatever it is, just doing something very creative. And there's something just bubbling up. It's bubbling up. Feels like it's slowly bubbling up to the surface. Something that was kept down because of this heavy situation and this like survival mode that you needed to be in. And it's almost like you got to the end of that cycle of the survival mode of that part of it. And now you're willing to start trying some new things to kind of break out of that comfort zone, because you're realizing that comfort zone isn't so comfortable. It's not making you feel very happy. It doesn't feel very comfortable. You're wanting some change. That's really, really nice. Just seeing if there's anything else. Whenever with the resistance card that was at the bottom of the deck, see, and the next card was acceptance. Slowly trusting yourself so that you could trust others that have good energy and receptive energy. That Six of Crystals, the equal give and take energy, the good intentions, the love, the caringness, the affection. I just heard starved as a child. So I don't think that is going to be for everybody. But as soon as I said affection, I heard starved as a child. So maybe this is some childhood stuff that was going on, and the environment around you wasn't very affectionate and made it difficult for you to take in affection and know what to do with it. And you might have been really, really hard. And even though you were able to create a comfort zone with it, it's not fulfilling anymore. It's not fulfilling anymore. You're going through some changes. You are going through some changes, and it's all based on trust, and it's trust within yourself. Trust within yourself so that you can trust the outside world more and let new experiences in. Ones that feel good. Okay, my Leos, that was a deep reading. I am sending you so much love, many, many blessings, and lots of light. Until next time, bye.